everybody, thanks for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.com. Today's project is this really beautiful but very simple gift box and wrapper. For what's inside is one of my homemade hot chocolate twizzle sticks. I'm not sure what their real name is, but this is basically the most decadent chocolate, hot chocolate you are ever going to find. It has a little marshmallow on top. We'll be showing you how to make this in a video tomorrow, so do pop back for that. I'll link to it down below once it goes live. But today we're just going to show you how to quickly make the box and the wrapping, and it is incredibly simple. So let's get started. So we're going to start up with a piece of real red cardstock that measures 4 inches square. And the first thing we're going to do is some stamping using the Snowflake stamp set, and one of my favourite little stamps at the moment is this little 3 snowflake emblem, which is 1 stamp. And what I've already done is I've gone ahead and around the perimeter of this cardstock I have stamped that gorgeous snowflake stamp, and then I've heat embossed it in silver. If you're not sure how to heat emboss, I do have a separate video showing you that technique, and I will link to that in the down bar below. You can see how beautiful that comes out. Just gives it a nice little extra feature to the cardstock. And now we're going to do some scoring. So here's the scoreboard, and we're going to score with the embossing down, and we're going to score it on all 4 sides at 3/4 of an inch. So score it at 3/4 and turn it 90 degrees until all 4 sides have been scored, just like that. Okay, we can put that away. Bring in my bone folder, and we are just going to fold and burnish along those score lines that we've just made. What you'll find is your embossing side then is going to fold over, and you can see how this is going to build up, and you'll see that gorgeous embossing. So with our scissors we are just going to cut up and notch out those squares on the corners, which are going to become our flaps that we're going to use to make up our little tray. Okay, that's the last one done. And then we're just going to build up our box using a little bit of fuse. Oh, a ribbon stuck to it. a bit of fuse on the back of each of these flaps. So the embossed side is where we are going to put the fuse. This one, and finally this one. And then we're just going to build up the box by sticking down those 4 flaps. Okay, and you can see how pretty that tray looks there already. Okay, now what we're going to use to house our chocolate twizzle stick is this is a 4x6 cellophane bag, Stampin' Up sell these. And what I'm going to do is just get my hand inside and open that up. And then what I have is clear block C, which is the perfect size for this. I'm just going to pop this in the bag, try not to drop it, and slide it to the bottom. So what you want to do is get the bottom of the block sort of flat diagonally across the bottom of your bag. So it's just opening it up like that. Okay. Then I'm going to put some Tombow in the bottom of the little tray that we have just made. And then gathering this up, I'm going to pop that inside our little tray that we've just made. And that block is just going to be perfect for helping us to stick that bag down to the bottom. Okay, just going to give that a second to dry. And I'll show you my my hot chocolate twizzle here. You can see how big and luxurious that is, and honestly, if you give this a go, you are never going to be able to drink instant hot chocolate again. This is decadence in a cup. A huge big cup of milk, drop this in, just let it melt, and the marshmallow floats to the top, and oh, It is beautiful. So do come back tomorrow for the video on how to make that. But I'll just give this a second more to dry. I'm just going to pause the video until that dries a little bit more. Okay, so that's just had a minute or so to dry. So now I'm just going to slide out that block. Now that combo, you can see it's still white, but it will go clear as it continues to dry. So we are now just going to pop in our hot chocolate swizzle stick, or whatever you want to call it, okay, into the bottom there. The stick will stick out a little bit, but that doesn't matter too much. And then I'm just going to gather in that bag, okay. And you saw it already, I'm going to use this pom-pom trim, this real red pom-pom trim, which is just such a fun ribbon. And I'm just going to tie that. We suck that in. Just going to tie that off around there like that. Okay. Tie that off. We got it. There we go. Might try and bring that round a bit more. There we go. And we're just going to trim that off. And that is pretty much that. I have tried dressing it up with tags and more ribbons, but I've actually decided I quite like the simplicity of it when it's just nice and simple like that. I think they make a really nice stocking filler and I think they'd sell fantastically well at school fairs. So I hope you give it a go and do come back tomorrow for the recipe. It is amazing. Not necessarily the recipe, but the video is not necessarily amazing, but the recipe is. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.